It's Cash's opinion. I don't care about what they think, long as we winning. It's Cash's opinion. I don't care about what they say, long as we winning.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? This your boy Cash from Cash's Opinion, back at y'all with another good one, man. In this video, you gonna listen to Joe Budden in the podcast talk about who's a better MC, Jadakiss or the Game. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Just jumped out there talking.
To my knowledge, Snoop did write all his rhymes.
Listen, I won't say nothing bad about none of the people we talking about.
It's all great.
Legends and goats.
No, they all great.
And again, I think that's LA business. I wouldn't want LA niggas chiming in talking about a New York list. Even though Whack 100 and a few niggas jumped out there talking about Game is better than Jadakiss, I guess when they were doing their equivalency thing or trying to help people understand. So then that conversation tried to take off for a minute. I wrote it down just in case anybody here wanted to try to make a compelling argument that the Game is better than Jadakiss or should be ranked higher on all-time rapper lists.
Okay, I'll entertain it. I think if we're talking about strictly, like, if we get back to the technical rap shit, I would absolutely hear that argument. I think Jadakiss, as amazing as he is, rhymes fairly similar for the most part.
What do we count?
Game can rap a whole bunch of different styles and fast, slow tempo, doesn't really matter.
What about what's being said?
They both got bars. They both got bars. I could understand the argument. I don't know that I would.
Kiss would be higher on my list probably, but I don't think it's a bad argument. If somebody said the opposite, I wouldn't argue with them. I wouldn't fight. That wouldn't be the hill I would die on. I think Game is an underrated rapper.
Very much so.
Game is really good at rapping.
No, but he's highly underrated. Again, based on we look at Game more of a personality or a public figure, or you know what I'm saying? Like more so than this nigga can really rap.
And it became this thing to say he name drops all the time, all the verses, which I always thought was an unfair criticism. One, all rappers have their own ticks and their own things. But I think that's dope. I think it's a dope style thing. I mean, it'd be like saying push all you talk about drugs every song. I mean, like, people do things, and I don't think that that's a problem. But I hear a lot. When we used to write a lot about him, it became a thing for music journalists to say all the time, as if that was like a demerit against. Yeah, and I'm like, that's how he raps.
See, I think they both are great rappers. I think where Game edges Jadakiss is Game can make an album.
His songs.
No, an album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not bad.
Jadakiss, as much as I love Kiss is a great 16-bar rapper. He will give you amazing verses, but when it comes down to making an actual album top to bottom, he don't have it.
Now, 50 would step in and say, neither does Game.
That's not true. You can take documentary off the table. He still has other great, not good.
Ice is right.
His third album was great. You're right.
Ice is right.
His third album was really great.
Jesus Piece, amazing album.
I love Jesus Piece. Really good. That's fair.
LAX, amazing album. Doctor's Advocate, amazing album. Like he can, Doc 2. Yeah. Especially when you put them both together, 2 and 2.5. Yeah. Game can do that over and over and over again.
So you have Game as a better MC on the list anyway than Jadakiss?
The overall, yes, I would have him. But if we just talking about
lyrics,
because Jadakiss got more classic verses.
Right when I was about to say that I wouldn't even dignify a conversation with anybody that has Game ranked higher than Jadakiss. You're my friend, so I'll do it.
I'm just saying overall. Like I said, when we talk about it, I do sliders.
Yeah, I agree with. Who's y'all? I'm not saying that.
You so raspy. You can't.
I'm with you.
Talking about Imani.
Well, he made another good point.
What did he say? What did Imani say? I can't hear.
Imani was signed to So Raspy, Jadakiss's label,
and still is.
And it's still there for lifetime.
Yeah. Watch out about my boy like that.
10-album deal.
Ice. Now I got that perpetuity.
Ice, I agree with you. Game makes a better album than Jadakiss. I won't argue with it.
Okay.
I want to, but I won't.
What would be your argument? I mean, so there's an argument to have that Jadakiss makes better albums than
I don't
Game.
think that Jadakiss's first album is as bad as people say it is.
His albums aren't bad. I want to be clear. I don't like that.
But he doesn't have a classic album.
He might not have the.
All right, but I don't think even that's the knock that fans have made it to be.
Yeah, I don't care about
I think it's tough to make a good album, and Jadakiss, to me, has good albums.
I agree.
Now, I may like a Game album more, but when we're talking about impact, like you said, versus over the span of your career, Jadakiss comes out more impactful than all of the Game's albums put together.
See, I'm calling just solo, because again, a lot of the Jadakiss stuff, once we do that, if we're just saying rapping, it's, you gotta count the lock shit in there. You gotta count a lot of that. I'm talking about just solo, Jadakiss, everything you've done, solo Game, everything you've done. I could see the argument where Game would be and it might be one spot. It ain't like it's leaps and bounds.
They're definitely on the same level.
They're close.
They're not anywhere near on the same level.
They'd be on the same tier of the list. I'm saying they're on the same tier of the list.
They're not on the same tier list.
Really?
Jadakiss is a top 25 MC no matter who you talk to. Game is a top 50 MC.
And I think that's too low a ranking.
I
think if you got him,
he ain't top 50 to me.
All right, where is he?
Right, like I said, him and Kiss are right there. So
where
would you have
Jadakiss? If you got Kiss as top 25, I got
no.
Fuck where you have him at? Where would you have him at?
I would have to really sit down and do this list.
Yeah,
And
me
we
too.
talk about this a lot. It's hard to do these lists.
Yeah.
See,
but
I'm talking to somebody that's done this list a million times. It's gonna be tough for you to put Game higher than 35 on an all-time list.
But
most
you told
people
me,
would have Jadakiss top 25 all time.
he'd be toward the bottom of my top 25.
So I mean, I guess if what I'm saying, then you're right. A 10 slot difference.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the biggest difference.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Game
it's
ain't
not.
56.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not that far
Yeah.
off.
See, I think 10 slots is enough. Jadakiss
They're
just
weighted
said,
slots too.
Huh?
They're weighted slots too, like the NFL draft or something. Like
Yeah, yo. I think
there's a lot of people that could be in the 30s. There's not a lot of people that could be in 20s and 10s.
And I think
That's an interesting point.
once you itemize the criteria that you're picking the list from, that matters. So if you go into ICE's criteria to say, yo, the albums that you put out over the tenure of your career, Game
count.
moves up that list.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't like
Who we
albums
talking-
as a soul.
Not if
No,
you watch
Not
the-
soul, not soul.
saying
But
Not if you
But
watch
they
the
matter a
Jadakiss
lot.
verses.
when we start talking greatest
That's-
of all
If you watch
time,
the Jadakiss verses, you don't think nothing about a Game
Yeah,
catalog.
that's the thing with
That's an
the
interesting
using
point.
the album as a higher weight in the discography. I know, but let me finish my thought. When you hold the album in a higher regard than singles or verses, it's not realistic because if you're doing a show or you're doing a battle, all that album shit don't really matter if I got 20 absolute fucking bangers.
Parts is right.
But-
Game came
no,
in.
but-
Hold up. Game came in, didn't have no crew, so he had to adopt a crew. And then we got Solo Game and whatever G Unit shit came. When we are kids, We Gonna Make It ain't a lock song. Fucking niggas done started something ain't a lock song. When he start just popping up on all of these different artists joint, on Benjamin's ain't a lock song. Like, it's classic records that he was able to hop on because of his affiliations that they stand the test of time.
we gonna make it as a Kiss song.
Okay, it ain't a lock song. I'm just saying, taking the locks out of it, he popped up in enough places to where all of these verses count. I did real songs with Big, no made up shit.
They held it
That
down.
holds some weight.
Yeah.
That holds weight.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that I think it's just
And Game don't have when you take 50 Cent out the picture, and I'm saying this with respect, Game, please leave me alone. Please, I don't want no trouble. But when you take 50 out the picture, give me the classic Game moments.
Songs?
Or moments. Or moments. As a personal favorite,
When he beat
like
dude up.
Hollywood Maya, but that's
talking about
me
songs.
personally.
Oh, you mean music? Oh yeah, I'm with you part. When he
Musical
do that,
moments.
By the bushes?
we'll do that and narrate it and record it. all at the same
Musical
time.
moments.
I think
Like Kiss is on Usher throwback.
Yeah. That's
When Joel said you ain't got joints for the girls, we now had a whole.
whole
Napalm.
side, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Mariah,
So,
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was
outside of the documentary, what are the classic Game music moments?
it's his albums.
So they are not.
It's his albums. I'm saying.
But even those in that regard, even the albums we talking about, the Red album I love. I think it's a phenomenal album. Ain't nobody talking about that album.
True. But
What's his other one? Documentary 2. Love that album. I think Game makes better albums than a lot of people. But ain't nobody talking about these albums.
And I think a lot
that
of
can
that
come off disrespectful. I just
because
don't.
Game, no, I don't want no smoke.
But look,
Game,
Joe.
I don't want no smoke.
Joe, what you're saying could come off
Whack
that way.
all you niggas.
Could come off that way, and that could be true because of where we are. You saying
of
ain't
where we
nobody
are.
talking about them albums.
That's true.
Out there, they could be talking about them albums.
and we just don't know.
And we don't
I
know
would
'cause
need
we
to
not
ask
there.
them out there. I didn't mean to say nobody's talking about it. Because I'll play one of them shits. I play them shits.
I play them shits
randomly.
regularly.
I'm saying what are the classic moments, and if they know it out there, then they'll text me and tell me.
That's possible.
Same way them niggas text me to tell me Joey Badass won, but they won't publicly say it. The West Coast niggas ain't dumb. Them is logical killer niggas over there. Like they'll talk to you
Before they kill you.
They'll talk to you. For real, they hit me.
Yeah, you're right. Bow.
Anyway, not to be circular. I'm done with music. I'm absolutely done with music. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've been saying that. There is no more music for me.
Done.
We need a little more music, Joe.
So there y'all go. What's y'all thoughts on this, man? Me personally, Cash's opinion, I think Jadakiss is a better rapper. But like album-wise, like I said, I mean, I'll probably go with The Game because, but mixtape-wise, I'll go with Jadakiss. But Jadakiss overall for me, like, but it's definitely close. Like, I'm not gonna be on Joe Budden's side where he's saying it's different tiers and stuff because The Game is nice, but I just feel like Jadakiss is different. I don't know if it's my New York bias or not, but like, I don't know, man. Jadakiss kind of different, but I know The Game got bars, so I would never sleep on him. But what's your opinion? Put it down in the comments, man. Who y'all think is better, Jadakiss or The Game? Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Cash.